Hi!
Hola a todos, ¿qué tal? Feliz día.
Alright, guys, so today's episode is going to be our coming out stories. How we came out to our parents, to the world, when we knew we were gay, all about our homosexuality.
Bueno, pues nada, les quiero contar que cuando yo era una persona pequeña, cuando era un chaval, pues apenas, como todos los críos del mundo, le gusta jugar con diferentes muñequitos, salir a montar la patineta, jugar al fútbol, y diferentes muchas cosas. Yo tenía un gusto particular por la Minnie Mouse, la esposa de Mickey, o la novia, yo qué coño os voy a saber quién es, hasta el día de hoy me lo sigo preguntando. Pero pues nada, tenía un gusto particular por la Mini. Luego que con ese gusto, en unas navidades, mis padres o una tía mía, no recuerdo bien, me han regalado una Mini de peluche que era un poco grande. Pues me ha gustado, me ha gustado, realmente es un muñeco que yo quiero bastante. No era un desencadenante para que dijeran, no, hombre, este niño va a ser gay. No era un desencadenante. Ya luego, a medida que fue pasando el tiempo con la adolescencia, ya empecé a tener atracción por las personas de mi mismo sexo en el colegio, en muchas cosas, pero pues yo no hacía nada porque realmente no lo veía como nada malo a pesar de las tradiciones de las personas. Luego ya cuando tuve mi primer novio, pues nada, ya esta atracción ya totalmente quedó reafirmada, y al quedar reafirmada esta atracción, pues bueno, empecé a tener relación, no digo con un mogollón de hombres, no, solamente han sido dos, y que el último me ha maltratado un montón. Ahí es cuando me ha maltratado, que entré en un estado depresivo bastante alto, fue cuando mis padres se han enterado, porque pues nunca les había dicho nada, yo nunca había tenido una relación de esa manera, de esa magnitud. Ahí es cuando mis padres se han enterado, y cuando me han preguntado, venga, pero ¿a ti te gustan los hombres o las mujeres? Yo he dicho, pues me gustan los hombres. Ahí es cuando les he dicho que soy gay. Al principio mis padres les estaba un poco duro, y bueno, pues al momento realmente me lo respetan, más no digo que lo acepten, pero pues no pasa nada. Ya lo importante es que lo saben, y es como si me hubiera quitado un peso de encima y un punto de papa que hubiese estado cargando a lo largo de los años.
Okay, so my coming out story is not really a very traditional coming out story. What happened in my case, kind of similar to Andres's, is that I was going through a stage of depression. It was about 10 years ago. I'm 35 now, so I was about 25, 26. And I was going through something personal unrelated to my sexuality. I was going through something that had to do with my condition with multiple sclerosis, and I was keeping it a secret, and it was killing me inside to hold it in and not be able to tell people, or not feel comfortable enough to tell anyone. That's when my parents noticed that I was crying a lot. I was not myself anymore. So they came into my bedroom and they said, we need to talk. It was almost like an intervention, but not quite. It's unnatural, really, to me, coming from traditional Mexican, Hispanic parents, for them to want to do something like that and come into my room and say, like, son, what's going on? We've noticed something's going on with you. We're worried. You're not being yourself. And they said, what is it? And I said, I can't talk about it. I don't feel comfortable talking about it. And they said, whatever it is, we're a family and we're going to get through it together. And I was like, I get it, but I can't tell you guys. And that the reason for me not wanting to tell them what it was because I didn't want to worry them. I didn't want to burden them with my sad stories. They've already gone through a lot, seeing me for the last 15 years, dealing with MS, going through relapses, coming in and out of the hospital and things like that. So I didn't want them to worry about me again. So they were like, are you gay? Like, if you're gay, it's okay. Just come on out and tell us already. And I was like, whoa, like, wait, I wasn't actually ever thinking that I would be ready to touch that subject, but since they just brought it up, I was like, okay, it's not that, but I am, now that you mention it. And they were like, okay, well, we love you either way, so what is it? Whatever it is, we're gonna love you. And I said, okay, this is what it was. So then I told them the real story. And then after telling my parents and crying with them, I was like, okay, now that we talked about this, can we talk about the gay subject, since you guys were the ones that brought it up? And my dad stepped out of the room, but before he stepped out of the room, he said, I'm gonna let you take that conversation up with your mom, but just know that I love you and that I support you no matter what, and I love you, okay? So he just leaves the room, and then I talk to my mom, and that's when I had to talk to my mom. And my mom, apart from being traditional Hispanic mom, Mexican mom, she's also very, very Christian woman, and it's something that, you know, it's always a touchy subject when it comes to religion. So I didn't know how she was going to take it, and then she says, you know, I'm sorry. She's breaking down, she's crying, and she's telling me I'm really sorry for making you believe that it was bad, that it was a sin, because I did. I grew up prior to that, 26 years of my life, believing that I was born a sinful person, that I was doomed to go to hell despite any good doing that I would do in my life. So yeah, it was difficult, and it's even difficult for me to talk about it now, 10 years after the fact that I came out to my parents, because it scarred me. It scarred me because I grew up hating myself. I hated who I was. I hated to look in the mirror and realize, like, you're a fuck up. Like, you are a disappointment to your family. You are this or that. And, like, aside from the bullying in school that I did get in junior high and in high school sometimes, that was the worst part. Like, believing that no matter what I did in life, I was going to be a disappointment to my parents. So, but yeah, we talked about it. She loved me. She apologized. I accepted her apology. It's not that she hated me and wanted to make my life miserable. It was just that, you know, we grow up a certain way, and we're told certain things by people in society, and they make us view things a certain way. So that's really what it was. I don't hold it against my parents. They are amazing, wonderful, beautiful parents. They're the perfect mom and dad I could ever have. From all the blessings of my life, they're probably the number one blessing I have. So anyway, I asked my mom, so what let you know? Because a lot of my best friends they're all heterosexual, and I've dated girls before. So I was like, what made you think I was gay, you know? And she goes like, well, a couple years ago, I asked you what you wanted for Christmas, and you asked for a Batgirl action figure. And I'm like, so what? She goes, yeah, no straight guy asked for a Batgirl action figure for Christmas from his mom. I'm like, well, you asked me what I wanted, and I'm collecting these Batman action figures, and I already have the main characters. I was just missing Batgirl to complete my collection. And she was like, yeah, no. She goes, I was like, okay, well, I guess that determined it. So thanks, Batgirl, because of you, my mom knew I was gay. So that was that. And then I asked her a couple more questions before. I was like, what gave her the hint? And she thought that she realized when I was a big fan of the Spice Girls that I had to be gay, because it was a weird obsession that I had with them, and I still do, to be honest. Yeah, that was that. It was a little tough, but we got through it together, and I'm blessed yet again to have incredible parents that accept me and love me for who I am, no matter what, even though we grew up believing otherwise or being told otherwise. So yeah, I'm lucky and I'm blessed.
Bueno, pues continuando, es un tema que pues no es cómodo hablarlo, y es un tema que es un poco complejo para muchas familias, sobre todo para nuestras familias que son tan cristianas. Es bien difícil, y bueno, pues
latinas también.
Y son latinas, y que eso es un tema que pesa mucho. Pues nada, en Colombia les cuento que el tema de ser gay es un poco difícil, porque pues por lo general las personas de Colombia tienden a criticar todo el tiempo y a estar mirando qué hacen los demás. Por lo general, en Bogotá o en cualquier ciudad, pues sí hay muchos gays, y incluso en Colombia hay un barrio que se llama el barrio Chapinero, que es el barrio gay, pero pues realmente en todo Colombia las personas que tienen tendencia al gusto por personas del mismo género tienden a ser juzgadas muy fuerte. Ya luego cambia la cosa con España. En España ya es todo un poco más libre. A cualquier persona se la suda que sean gays o que no lo son. Vas a Chueca. En Chueca vas a encontrar un montón de parejas gay que te besan por la calle, van cogidos de la mano. Realmente en España es un poco más libre, y es un poco más normal que hayan parejas homosexuales o que hayan parejas heterosexuales. Entonces, bueno, si yo hago equilibro un poco la balanza, bueno, en Colombia es un poco más difícil tener una relación de pareja gay, a pesar de que hay muchos gays, es muy difícil. En cambio, en España es un poco más libre y estás un poco más tranquilo.
Yeah, growing up, homosexuality was viewed in a very negative way. At church, they would say that it was bad, that gays go to hell. At school, they would make fun of gay people. Everywhere we went, or anything I would try to like do, was viewed as like, oh, don't do that because that's gay and you don't want to be gay. Like that gay is a bad thing. Or gay was used or as a derogatory term to somebody. Like if somebody wanted to make fun of somebody in school, they would be like, oh, you're gay, or oh, you're queer, or oh, you're this or you're that. So it's just a bad feeling. So yeah, and then growing up, and as I got older, and as I was out of high school and into college, I started to notice that people started opening up more. They started becoming more accepting here in America, or at least here in California, Southern California, where I live, and in Mexico. So it's now viewed more openly, and I think the media has a lot to do with that. A lot of the TV shows, a lot of movies, a lot of music and artists are coming out, are supporting, are inclusive, and it's because of that representation that we see in the media that is allowing people to open up their minds a little bit better and see clearly and understand that we're all human. I wasn't born a sinful person. I will be judged by my sins according to my actions, not by the way I was born. And it took me many years to understand that, and I finally do, and I'm okay with that. I will try my best to be a good person and do good unto others and live by the golden rule. But yeah, I've noticed a big difference, so I'm actually really happy that the world itself is coming together, it's becoming better, and that the future generation of queer kids out there in the world are going to have to struggle with the same struggles that I did, which even to me weren't as bad as the generation that came before me. So there's progress in there. There's still a long way to go, but I've seen the progress, I love it, and I can't wait for it to get even better.
Vale.
Oh yeah, pues ya
está. Pues muchas gracias a todos por escucharnos nuevamente. Los esperamos en un próximo episodio. Que tengan un feliz día. Muchas gracias.
Bye.
Bye bye.